FIFA is forcing the United States to roll out the welcome mat for representatives of a terrorist-sponsoring dictatorship that openly chants death to America, while IRGC minders escort the team like conquering heroes. This is a weakness disguised as a FIFA obligation, hiding propaganda gold to a theocratic regime that is exploiting international sports competition for propaganda and legitimacy, while athletes inside the country have faced punishment, imprisonment, or worse for opposing the authorities. National survival demands hard lines, not soccer diplomacy with regimes openly hostile to America. The Islamic Republic's judiciary announced that at dawn on Wednesday, May 13th, Ehsan Afrashteh was executed on charges of espionage and intelligence cooperation with Mossad. State media claimed he first established contact in Turkey, received training from Mossad officers, and after returning to Iran, passed information related to a military-affiliated site to Israel. Human rights sources, however, say Ehsan Afrashteh, a network and IT specialist from Isfahan, was arrested after returning from Turkey and held in solitary confinement for a period of time. Reports state that his death sentence was issued by Branch 15 of Tehran's Revolutionary Court under Judge Abolqasim Salavati and later upheld by the Supreme Court. Mohammad Abbasi, one of the detainees from Iran's national uprising in January 2026, was executed at dawn Wednesday, May 13th in Ghazal Hezar prison in Karaj. Reports say his death sentence had recently been upheld by the Supreme Court. According to an informed source, prison officials told his family to come for a final visit, but after they arrived, they were denied access. Hours later, authorities informed them by phone that the execution had already been carried out. Confiscation of assets of 52 citizens in Hamadan over alleged ties to Israel and the United States. The public prosecutor of Hamadan has announced the seizure and confiscation of assets belonging to 52 individuals in the province. Reports indicate that the judiciary has accused these citizens of links to Zionist American networks and cooperation with enemy-affiliated organizations, but no details have been released regarding their identities, case files, or supporting evidence. The prosecutor also stated that the confiscation process will continue under Iran's so-called law on intensifying punishment for espionage, and claimed that the seized assets will be used to rebuild damaged areas. So far, no information has been made public about the judicial process, the exact value of the confiscated assets, or whether the accused have access to legal representation and due process. Security forces raid birthday gathering for slain protester Abolfazl Paidar in Sabzawar. According to received reports, security forces of the Islamic Republic in Sabzawar raided a gathering held to mark the birthday of Abolfazl Paidar, a 17-year-old victim of the January 2026 nationwide uprising. Reports indicate that this ceremony, held on Thursday, May 7, 2026, was organized by his family. However, security forces reportedly attacked attendees with batons and stun guns, detaining several family members and participants. Based on these reports, Abolfazl Paidar's mother, uncle, and niece, along with 5 other women, were arrested and transferred to a detention facility in Torbat-e Haydariye. So far, no information has been made public regarding their condition or the reasons for their transfer. Based on received information, Mehdi Shafakha, an activist in the field of education and support for child labor and residents of deprived areas, was arrested by security forces on Tuesday, May 12th, and transferred to an undisclosed location. Reports indicate the agents of the Ministry of Intelligence raided his home, arrested him, searched the house, and confiscated some of his personal belongings. So far, no information has been released regarding the reason for his arrest, the charges against him, or his place of detention. In recent years, Mehdi Shafak has voluntarily worked in deprived and marginalized areas, playing a key role in providing sports education and social skills to child laborers and vulnerable adolescents. Iran's internet shutdown has now entered its 77th consecutive day, with a nationwide blackout lasting more than 1,824 hours. Reports indicate that the continuation of these sweeping restrictions has severely disrupted citizens' access to communication and essential services, placing the greatest burden on people with disabilities, students, small businesses, and the general public. So far, no information has been released regarding when these restrictions will end or when full international connectivity will be restored.